Well, boys and girls, returner reporter. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but I've seen quite a few things today that really should be shared. First things first. Now, this morning, first things first, all the links to any particular footage or anything will be posted in the description below. I might, even if I get time to put this up tonight, put it across the bottom of the screen here. Firstly, Zyban, or Ziban, or however pronounced, Z-Y-B-A-N. Seems to be a new drug along the lines of Champix, and seems to have, well, rather detrimental properties. Now, this was reported in the dailyfail.com or .co.uk, whatever. Apparently, there are 20 or so deaths that could be, I want to say that could be linked to it. It would seem it's some sort of new drug that's been around, I think, since June last year. That tackles the addiction, and it deals with noradrenaline and another chemical in the brain to stop you wanting a cigarette. Now, apparently even one ambulance driver who was prescribed it had a fit and a seizure and crashed her ambulance. Now, this is not good. Now, this puts me in the mind of something along the lines of Champix. Now, I have a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, Neil Fisher. Quick picture. And he was on Champix. Now, he doesn't seem to think it was anything else, but until I explained some of the downsides of Champix, i.e. the psychotic episodes, he realised what he was taking, and the fact that he put his fist through a TV through what was seemingly a fairly innocuous argument with his, I believe, fiancée at the time, they're married now, was just him having a bad day, you know, developing psychological problems. Well, I personally think it was down to Champix. And now, some doctors are saying that perhaps these deaths could have been linked to Zyban. Now, this isn't official yet, but it is disturbing news. So, if any of you watching this are prescribed Zyban, I would recommend steering away from it. I'm no medical professional by any sense of the term, but I am an e-cig pro kind of guy, and frankly, only thing that works. Moving on, TVECA, T-V-E-C-A, Tobacco Vaping E-Cigarette Association. They've been a bit naughty. They sent a letter to the EU Commission, basically licking their arse. Bless, there was shitting in my mouth. I'm sorry to use such coarse language and accents, but frankly, even TW, Totally Wicked, did a U-turn on these guys and went, no, we don't want nothing to do with you. So if you are a vendor in association with TVECA, it is highly recommended by those bigger and better than me that you disassociate yourself officially and publicly. I've got this from either Hayes Hour or VT Talk, one of the two. That was published on Monday the 21st of January. That he will not be buying anything from anybody that is associated with TVECA, because they seem to be supporting everything that's gone through on this latest amendment of the TPD in regards of e-cigarettes. I agree with him. If I see that anybody is in association with TVECA, then I will boycott you. Simple. I will not buy from you or endorse you or anything. And I will be having a brief word with both Kraken and Great E-Vapes, and I'm fairly certain they're not affiliated with them anyway, but just to be sure, and if they don't know already, I'm fairly certain Kraken will most likely know, but I'm not so sure about the boys at Great E-Vapes. But basically, it has been found that their members include British American Tobacco, Imperial Tobacco, the Japanese tobacco companies, Chinese tobacco companies, I mean, okay, yeah, it's there in the title, Tobacco Vaping Electronic Cigarette Association, but still, it seems that they are in support of what's currently being pushed through at a rather scary rate through the Commission at the moment. So, yeah. Say bye-bye to TVECA, because they are officially on the shit list. Now, something else I've been asked by our friends over at VTTV to make widely known that Mr. David Dawn will be on Daybreak, I believe the ITV Lunchtime News, and of course On the Rise of the E-Cigarette, all being published on the 23rd of January. Please, if you can, sit and watch those, punch those ratings up, and let those people know, the newsroom and the daybreak, especially flood the phone lines when Rise of the E6 goes up. And of course tune into VTTV that night, because I believe Chris Choi will be in the studio with Dave Dawn. Lastly, bit of personal news. I will be doing a book review at some point in the future for you, for a book that's related to search engine optimization, which of course, if you're a YouTuber, it's an important skill for you to have, so keep an eye out for that. It's called 25 SEO mistakes or something along those lines, but of course I will pop that as soon as possible. I've got a scoop because I am looking and I'm being funded by David Malik himself. I've been Fury79, this is Report, you're gorgeous, peace.